This is my new main keyboard, the Wooting 80HE. I reached out to Wooting themselves, and thankfully they were able to send me one free of charge. This video is not sponsored by Wooting. Wooting had no influence on the production of this video. Wooting is a company that needs no introduction. At this point, if you've been in the OSU community, you definitely know about them. The 80HE is Wooting's first big release since the 60HE came out 3 years ago. The 60HE made a huge impact on OSU, breaking the highest PP record several times. It also changed the keyboard market. This new 80% layout will likely attract more people. The 60s had a limited layout, and it seems like it's time for something new. The 80HE offers a better option for gamers and those who need more keys, while still remaining compact. The thing is, there's already the Wooting 60HE, so why even upgrade? The 80HE has some of the best keyboard technology ever made. It has true 8K Hz polling rate for essentially zero delay and comes with their new Lacquer V2 switches. Plus, the new gasket mount makes for softer and quieter typing. The one I have is the base PCR plastic black. It's made of plastic, but there are other material options too. Inside the box, you get some extra items: a USB-C cable with a USB-A adapter, a key switch and a keycap puller, 4 extra switches in case one breaks, extra modifier keycaps, and extra screws. Now let's take a look at the new Lacquer V2 switches. They fit tighter in the housing, so there's less wobble. These are the stock 60-gram switches with a teal stem, but there's also a lighter 45-gram version with a yellow stem called the L245. It's lighter, but the switches are the same in how they work. Most people like lighter switches, but I prefer the heavier L60. The heavier spring gives more control when pressing the keys, especially when adjusting with the 0.1mm actuation and rapid trigger. So I think the heavier spring is better. Okay, let's move on to the sound test. Okay, now let's move on to the software. The thing I like about Wooting is you just need to go to their website. It's wootility.io, so you don't need to download any software. But if you want to download the software, then you also can. I use web browser here, and you can also share your profile. Here, Tachyon mode is active. This is make sure that 8K Hz polling rate is active. But it disables RGB effects for optimal performance. Actuation point, I use all 1.0, except for the spacebar, escape, and control. And this key I use for playing OSU. I use 0.3 for actuation for OSU. And on the rapid trigger settings, I put all to 0.15 except for the OSU. I use 0.30 for OSU. In the RGB settings, I use rainbow static. It's capped at 70% because I enable Tachyon mode. You can also choose RGB effect on here, but you have to disable the Tachyon mode. In the light indicator, you can enable this. Like, there's so many effects on here you can choose, but I prefer disable it. On the remap tab, you can remap your keyboard to a specific key. So here, for example, I use Windows keys for left control because I'm playing OSU on here. On advanced keys, you have Rapid Snappy, SLCD, DKS, Mod Tab, and Toggle key. But this all is not allowed in OSU, but you can try this advanced key at other game. And if you change anything, make sure to click the Save to Keyboard. You could also have a different profile here and also share your profile. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. The Wooting 80HE is a fantastic keyboard. If you're looking for a larger form factor and want the arrow keys and function row included, then the 80HE is an excellent upgrade. The switches are better on the 80HE. It feels great when playing OSU because there's less wobble and overall improved sound while typing. When I play OSU with the 80HE, which has an 8K Hz polling rate, I notice a better unstable rate, especially on 3 maps. The switches also heavier compared to the lacquer switches in the Wooting UWU, though that might just be me. I've gotten significantly better at 3 maps, and after 4 days of playing on this keyboard, I managed to climb 1.4K ranks from 7,600 to 6,200. I even achieved my top play and second top play using this keyboard, which I'll upload in a separate video soon. Now, 200 USD is a bit pricey, but if you want to experience the forefront of Hall effect keyboard, I think Wooting is the way to go.